Right, okay guys, welcome to another MainMeister 10-minute mashup. Now you're probably wondering what the hell this video is all about. Mashups were the very first videos that I ever did when I started YouTube way back in 2013. That was the only videos I put out, and then after a couple of years I think I got bored and other people got bored and I started doing other stuff. So anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these. What is a mashup, I hear you ask? It's basically me playing a game for 10 minutes and talking about it. It's not really a review as such, it's just me playing a game and I will just do a bit of commentary. So yeah, this game, Gunning Ghosts, now I have to be 100% honest. Despite the fact that I am a massive C64 fan, this game has completely gone under my radar. I'd never even heard of it until about a week ago. I was on a train, I was reading a magazine on my iPad, and I came across this game. Now it actually got released in 2013 by a company called Psytronik Software. Now it was coded by George Rottensteiner. Graphics were by a friend of mine's, Trevor Story, and the music is by Richard Bayless. So yeah, quite a pedigree. I'm not familiar with George, I have to say, but you know, Trevor for graphics, Richard Bayless, you know you're in for a treat when a game gets released with these guys on board. So yeah, what is Guns and Ghosts about, I hear you ask? Yep, I'm just going to read the little intro part. It says here, the story: reports of supernatural sightings have been coming in from all over the country, and Trev and George are on the case. George is very handy with a shotgun, useful for getting rid of any unwanted zombies, reanimated skeletons, or freakish lab experiments gone wrong. And Trev is gifted with incredible mind powers. These give him a special link with the spirit plane, an ability to send demons back to from whatever hellhole they crawled out of. Yeah, it's basically it's a run and gun game. It's a single platform game. There's no scrolling involved. Now there are actually different playing options. You've got one player George. This is a single player mode featuring George as the hero. Shotgun attack, 2 shots per reload, long range. You've got a one player Trev. It's a single player mode featuring Trev, and he's got to use his psychic attack. You've got unlimited use, and it's got quite a short range kind of weapon. You've got mode which is called Brothers. This is a 2-player mode with with player 1 controlling George and player 2 controlling Trev. Both players can kill the enemies with their own powers independently. Then you've got co-op play. This is a 2-player mode with player 1 controlling George and player 2 controlling Trev. In this mode, the enemies must be caught by Trev's psychic power and then shot by George. This is the most challenging way to play the game. And the last 2 modes, you've got Double George. This is a 2-player game where both players play as George with his shotgun. And finally, you've got Double Trev. And you've guessed it, it's a 2-player mode with both players controlling Trev as the hero psychic. So anyway, enough of my rambles. Let's batter on and try the game. Okay, now I think I should just let you enjoy the music for about a minute or so while I have a well-earned cup of tea. Right, that's my tea finished. Let's crack on with the game. So what we'll do is now, I think left and right switches between sound effects and music. Now the review did say that the sound effects were quite minimal, so I think we're going to stick to the music at the moment. Now if you move the joystick up, you'll see there it's got one player George. Pressing up does double Trev. double George, co-op play, brothers, and then one player Trev. So we'll go for George first with the music. Okay, right. Now I'm controlling George. Left and right, moves him left and right. Pressing up makes him jump. Ah, bollocks. I really need to be playing it while talking. I'm going to sit up there at the moment out of harm's way. Now, one game mechanic about this game that you really need to be aware of is you can't just keep hammering that fire button because it's a sawn-off shotgun. You'll notice there when you fire, you'll see George kind of cocking the rifle. Now, if you look down at the bottom left, you'll see you've got it's a double shotgun. So you've got two. You can shoot twice. There we go. There's one. There's two. You've then got to kind of give it a second while George reloads his shotgun. Now I've just picked up a power up. Now apparently if you pick a power up which is really for Trevor, then George just gets points, and likewise if you pick up a George power up when you're playing as Trevor, then you just get points, if that makes sense. So, but you have to be aware, you'll see there, you need to basically stand still. Now if you move about, he won't recharge his gun or reload his gun. You've got to stand still, like so. Now I think you move on to the next level. Yeah, there you go. Once you've killed all the baddies, you move on to the next level. I have to say, the graphics are excellent. I wouldn't expect anything else from Mr. Story. Sound is great as well. Well, I'm saying the sound, the music is excellent. So yeah, there is quite a bit of strategy comes into this, because obviously, like I said, you can't just now there you go, you can see there I'm actually picking these guys off. Well, picking them off. I'm attempting to pick them off. Jump down here and take out these wee zombies. Right, you see there, I think I've picked up, I've now got 4 bullets, which is handy. So you need to remember, stand still to reload. There we go. Jumping is a wee bit finicky because you've got to kind of press up and then kind of jump, so you're kind of having to jump diagonally. This is going to be tricky. So you really need to kind of plan what you're doing with your bullets. You can't just kind of go in gun-ho and trigger happy. But I do like that game mechanic with the reloading. It does give an extra kind of added skill to the game. Of course, what we can't jump up here, right? What we're going to have to do is wait for this wee guy to come down. Well, we can jump from there like that. There we go. Oh, bollocks. That was a bit silly. You know what game it kind of reminds me of, even though it's really nothing like that, but it is kind of strategy based, is Nemesis the Warlock. Now that's not that is a compliment, because I love that game. Just the way you've kind of got to be you've got to be kind of tactical about where you're jumping and when you're going to kind of shoot stuff. Right, anyway, let's come out of this, and what we'll now do is we'll go in and restart the game as Trev and see what that's like. Now what you can do, you've got kind of two modes to this. I don't know whether it's intentional, I'm sure it is. You can sort of do a quick stab, which kind of stuns them and makes them disappear, but you'll notice there you don't actually kill them as such, and you don't get any points. So to kill them you have to hold down, oh bollocks, to kill them you have to hold down the fire button, and then eventually they evaporate in a puff of smoke. But just to get rid of them quickly, just tap that fire button like so. I do like the graphics though, I mean they're really well defined. There we go, level 1 done and dusted. So there's going to be occasions where you really do just have to use the quick kind of jab weapon just to kind of make them disappear until you can kind of get into a bit of space. Obviously this is a kind of short range weapon. I think this game would really, I mean it's great fun to play as a one player game, but I think it would really come into its own playing as co-op, especially the one where Trev's got to kind of capture them like so to hold them, and then you've got George who can just kill them with a gun. Ah, damn it. Patience is a virtue in this game. Oh, that was close. What I'll do after we're finished, well not finished, we'll maybe do another couple of levels at this. We'll then have a quick go with sound effects and see how they kind of pan out. Considering when you think of how many thousands of C64 games were written, this is a really unusual game mechanic, and it makes the game really interesting to play. Come on, get up. So I've really got to kind of wait on him. See if I can kind of stun him. I'll not stun him, you can kind of turn him red. There we go. Oh, come on, get up. Yeah, if I've got any criticisms, I would say trying to kind of jump can be a wee bit awkward. I think if you were actually using a joystick, it might be a bit easier. Oh, come here, yay, there we are. Alright, we'll play one last level, playing as Trev, and then we'll give the sound effects a go. Now, I'm not sure how many levels are in this. I think there's quite a few. think it's probably a wee bit easier playing as Trevor. I think it's slightly easier. Because playing as George, I've obviously got to stand still whilst he whilst the loads he's gone. It's a nice little added extra having the two characters, both who play completely different. Oh, he's going to reappear because I only can. There he is. Should hopefully be the last one. Right, what I'll do is we'll come out now and we'll move on and we'll give the sound effects a go. Right, we'll go back to George. I think it's actually more fun playing with the shotgun. Right, we'll go for sound effects. Yeah, sound effects are quite minimal, I have to say. What would have been nice is a little kind of click, a little audible kind of sound effect as you're reloading your gun. I need to stand still. Just ran out of time. We kept moving, which didn't help things. We'll have some of that. But yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. It's a simple game to play. It's got nice graphics. You know, it's got a really kind of unique game mechanism. Music is excellent as you'd expect. Graphics are really nice, well animated. Sound effects are probably a wee bit disappointing, but yeah, go and check it out. I will put the link as to where you can buy that game. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.